repeat a few of them. Lawyer seeks court order to stop re-presentation of the 2024 budget in Rivers State. Opposition political parties in Rivers State fault screening of resigned commissioners by State Assembly. If you also look in the news, you would find this one. Rivers Assembly warns Governor Fubara against rejecting their letters. Those are message headlines that you would find on the news. If we get onto the Punch newspaper, you would see some of these ones there as well. On the Punch newspaper at the moment, a very interesting headline leading with this one. It says here that Ibadan explosion, residents blame Malian illegal miners as federal government probes blast. So if they've been illegal miners in that area, did the residents not inform the government, or did the government not know? Another one here says 10,166 illegal refineries connections destroyed in 3 years. NNPC Limited. And if you still look at the Punch, you would see federal government seeks $1.5 billion loan to shore up Naira, boost budget. Student loan begins January as federal government opens website soon. If the website is not open, then it has not begun. I know that the government had talked of the monies to be released for that particular purpose. This promise was made sometime last year when we saw subsidy removed from fees, and fees in public schools went up, and the government said, "Oh, we did not increase anything, the tuition." That is especially for the unity schools. You remember the whole story. They said, "No, it's no, the fees is still there, it's still the same. It's just other things that was increased." Well, regardless, you have to pay those things before you can go to school, right? If you get on the Vanguard, this is what you would find there on the Vanguard newspaper. This headline here says, "Parents groan as institutions hike fees by over 100%. I also got a report about regarding fees from the UST. I'm still going to have to verify, but I got reports, medical students, etc., having to pay more monies and the rest. Would have to try and confirm from the school management first. I got that report, and there are several other schools where we're having people complain about the 100% increase in fees. Well, Naira falls to 1,350 Naira to a dollar in the parallel market. It's also a headline you will see on the Vanguard newspaper. EFCC, ICPC should be quizzing some APC politicians, Shoinka. And kidnapping, we will make Abuja hot for you, Wike tells criminals. All of those are there on the Vanguard. Breach of contract. Court dismisses Davido's preliminary objection. And if you go further on the Vanguard, you would see the same headline. Okay, parents groan as institutions hike fees by over 100%. Interesting. We are streaming live on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH, so please do well to join the conversation there. You can watch and listen from anywhere you are around the world. Nigeria Info 92.3 PH on Facebook. Tell a friend to tell a friend so you can get active there and drop your comments. You can also join us on X at Nigeria Info PH. Don't forget to use the WhatsApp number as well, 0809 030 6416, and do well to like the Nigeria Info WhatsApp channel. Okay, do well to like the Nigeria Info WhatsApp channel so you get the latest on news updates and events around the world. Okay, before we go on this very short commercial, let's take some of the WhatsApp messages. The WhatsApp number is 0809 030 6416. Now, this person says, Ifemi, good morning. Lorenzo Delight here. Lorenzo Delight, your message is usually very long because you want to react to everything, I guess. Fleeing armed robbers die in road accident. That's a good one. Those interpreting actions about defection of Rivers lawmakers are just wasting their time because it will not change anything. Governor Fubara should stop rejecting letters of the assembly if he truly wants peace. Why is the federal government focusing attention on illegal refining while other illegal mining is going on in various parts of the nation? Good question, too. But the federal government has not said that it is not looking at illegal mining activities, by the way. But let's just say we can say we have not seen the same vigor like we see with the handling of illegal refining. Maybe that's why you're saying what you're saying. Ibadan explosion, very bad and no more value for human lives. May their souls rest in peace. Victoria says, Mr. Martins Amewole should stop threatening indigenous government of the government of Fubara. Victoria David, you sent that message in. If the 27 House members are still recognized, why didn't the governor send the names to recent permanent secretary to assembly for screening? They should stop any action pending the decision of the court. Chidi Ibekwe sent that one in. And we'll see if we can take one more before we go for a short commercial. With this political situation, what is the fate of Honorable Edison? I have said it and I will continue to say it. Governor Sim, please be very careful. All right, in Lebedim, that's from you. We'll go on the commercial now. Continue after we return. Stay tuned.
Guy, where una dey see all this airtime, credit and data buy for this cashless weather?
.27 minutes now past 6. My name is Ifeemi Andrew. Let's get your reactions now. We open the phone lines. Don't forget, try to keep it very short and simple. Do well to join us on Facebook. You can watch and listen to us from wherever you are in the world on Facebook. So tell your friend to tell your friend to tell your family member. Okay, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. There's no excuse. Get on there, like the page, and interact with all of the contents that we have put up there for you, including the live stream. And not just for the Morning Crossfire, for every other content that you would find on the Nigeria Info page. So get on there, Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. That is the handle. And drop those comments. We'll be taking them the much that we can. On X, it is Nigeria Info PH. Okay, so you can also interact with us on those platforms, and don't forget to follow the WhatsApp channel of Nigeria Info. If you have the WhatsApp number 0809-030-6416, you find the link and follow the channel. Thank you. Okay, let's 0817-923-0003. The number to call 0817-923-0003. You can also call 0817-923-0007. Lebara, been a while. Any government that drives its citizens to desperate situation is non-viable government. Our country is in the midst of a major crisis. Been a while. I got a message from you, Mrs. Lebara, and I was aware this morning, by the way. Pretty sure it was a wonderful swearing-in event for the government of Opozodima for second term. And the president was in Imo State, if I'm not mistaken. Ferdinand Uwodo says, Andrew, anybody saying that bring this set of commissioners back to Governor Fubara will bring peace is lying. These guys have said it, they are loyal to the minister. You cannot work with people who are not loyal to you. Wanyan consider says Governor Fubara, Assembly says Governor Fubara should stop rejecting their letters. I laugh. Martin Amewele should understand that he's occupying an illegal position. Hey God, this battle does not seem like it is going to see the end of days. Now, this is where we are. The lawmakers claim, I think the court would have to, somebody would have to approach the court to explain if there are indeed issues, the constitutional issues required to allow for a defection and retain your seat. If that exactly is in the PDP existing, fantastic. Then the court would have to interpret and explain, because they have said, there are issues, and the issue that they cited was, there's an issue between who should be secretary or not. And some people will say that sort of argument have been there since before elections, haven't it? And well, maybe it is now that they felt it is too huge and they cannot stay anymore. Well, at the end of the day, like I've said, the court will decide, because the PDP insists that there is nothing, there is no separate. We still have one secretariat, one party chairman, one leadership, no parallel government, as long as the PDP at the national level is concerned. So if that's the case, they can't. I would just advise everybody, the court is in the best place now to interpret. Everybody has gone to court now. Court is in the best place to interpret. So let's see how that plays out. Courage Bobo Wonsu says, I think the petition against TJK is a welcome development and long overdue. How can a youth leader be getting involved in politics 100%? Alabo God Knows on Facebook says, the representation of the 2024 budget to Rivers House of Assembly should be handled within the ambits of the law. Consider Wanyan, who says, the rescreening of the 9 commissioners is just a time bomb waiting to explode. I don't see them lasting beyond 6 months in office. Only time will tell. So keep your messages coming in on Facebook. I'll be taking as much as I can. React to any of the headlines, whether from the news or from the papers. In the meantime, let's start with Temple in Echie. Temple, please, let's keep it very short, straight to the point. Good morning, Temple.
Good morning, the very distinguished Femi Andrew. I think, in as much as I'm concerned, one dying is one sad thing. But looking at the robbers, the armed robbers trying to run away, I think I would say it's indeed a very good one. Because I think also they deserve what they got. They feel that they can continue to do anyhow and get away with it. I believe nature has its way of catching them sometimes. And I also want to appeal to my governor. It is very much important. If we must abide, or if he must abide by this resolution, and according to the letter he sent to Rivers State House of Assembly, led by Martin Amewele, he said according to the resolution, and whatever we are doing as it is right now should be based according to the resolution of Mr. President. And I also want to urge him to please, for us, not to put the state into a plunge. If they send something, you should try to receive them.
All right, Temple, thank you. Your point has been made. Let's move on to another caller. Sorry, but we have to move on. Make your point as quickly as possible so we move on. Mufasa from NTA Road, good morning.
God bless you, my brother.
Go ahead.
Now, Andrew, I want to ask a simple question. Is Rivers State a separate and distinct entity from the Nigerian state as a country, that Rivers State alone will be governed and ruled by a presidential proclamation. That's what they call it. Whether it's 8-point agenda or a 7-point agenda, I just want to find out, is this 8-point agenda bigger than provisions of sections of our constitution, where lawyers who are learned people, they call them learned people because that is what they are. They have approached the court, and a lawyer has gone to the court seeking a court to stop the Rivers State government for representing the budget. Because for me, it will be an absurdity, an aberration for a document that has been signed, gazetted by the Rivers State government to be represented to a group of persons that we are not sure if they are still lawmakers or not. But what I will say, and you've said it or you know by yourself, that it is the law and the court that will determine what will happen next. And lastly, the federal government is telling us that the school loan, education loan will start by January. And they're also telling us that this website will soon be ready. Today is 18th of January. Where are we going?
All right, Mufasa, thank you. Ida is in Nkoro. Good morning, Ida.
Yeah, thank you very much. I want to talk about the former speaker statement, Martin Samawile, that His Excellency, the Golden Governor of Rivers State, send that paper for them. Now he's still talking that this one has not been sending anything for him, ordering the former clerk not to receive anything from His Excellency, the Golden Governor. He has to maintain this. If you want to maintain this, whatever thing you're doing, do it well. So that the governor will see that these people are doing well. They will attend to people. So he talk here, go to there. It's not good. And people that are warning Chioke Nwon, they should stop it. The governor is a young governor. They want to promote this governor by back door. Chioke Nwon come out as a national president. They stop. He's not fighting any political party. He's a good man. He was not his work. He has not gone to any campaign. We are not doing campaign. He's doing peaceful work. Like everywhere he will peaceful in Rivers State, telling the youth not to fight. He didn't carry anybody to any place. Please. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Ida. And I think the fact that we keep referring to the members of the assembly, former speaker, former this, right now I've said the courts will decide whether they are former, current, or present, but at the moment they are the ones in the house. And this is it. If the executive arm of government doesn't recognize them, then the government should put out that statement so we have a direction to follow. That's the simple thing to do. The government should put out the statement to tell us whether they recognize the leadership of that house. I'm pretty sure a similar thing was done at the time when we had the factions and the budget was presented. Documents that came indicated that, okay, the actions of the government indicated that it recognized that faction of the former lawmaker Edison here. So if at the moment it doesn't recognize the leadership of Martin Amaewule and members of that assembly as members of the Rivers State Assembly, I think the government will be in the position to let us know. Until then, the laws are there. The courts would have to tell us whether these people are legitimate or not, whether they're still lawmakers or not. But at the moment, they are the ones functioning as lawmakers, and Martin Amaewule as a Speaker of the House. Isaiah in Buguma, good morning.
Yes, Andrew, good morning.
Go ahead.
Andrew, this constant arrogant accuse of subject matters in talk from the Rivers State Assembly, I think it's very alarming. We are very aware at Rivers State that several lawyers and several individuals and groups, even the elders of the Rivers State, ably led by the former governor, Rufus Adajor, and the other senators, are also in court over this House of Assembly and their constant speaking and other related matters since this issue between the former governor and the governor started. But every day we keep hearing to the extent that they have now gone ahead to issue threats to the governor of Rivers State. I think that is an insult to Rivers State. I think if we are heading towards the constitutional crisis in Rivers State, because at the end of it, I don't know how the outcome of it will look like. to the extent now the governor is being threatened and all of that, I think it's a big insult, because any insult on the governor is insult directly to the people, the citizens of the state. And the former governor telling us that they will make Abuja hot for kidnappers. I think, Andrew, when a man leaves his line of duty and begins to shake shadows, these are the results. Because ordinarily, he was supposed to pay responsibility to Abuja. That was the ministry that was given to him. Because that ministry will not add any.
All right, Isaiah, point has been made.
But just make your duty in Abuja becomes a problem. And every day,
Oh. I think your service providers helped you out. Let's go to Alu. Blessed is on the line. Hello, Blessed. Good morning.
Good morning, my brother Andrews.
Okay, good morning to you, Blessed.
I want to react on Mr. Martin Samuel, who is a illegal speaker as of assembly in the state, pertaining the rescreening of the resign of those commissioners in the state. See, let me tell you one thing. There is a way we need to do things in the country. For us to get it right, we should try to use our constitution. You know, any country that refuses to use its constitution, that country will not get it. They will not get well. Nigeria now, the way things is going on, is not okay with us. I think there is a space in the constitution. Nigeria constitution stated that if you are defecting from one party to another party, without any crisis in that particular party, definitely your seat will be vacant. And besides, until court and said that this is what will happen, this man continue assign whatever I want to assign. It's not done. We too legalize illegality in this country. Another thing that I want them to know, when FCT minister was a governor of Rivers State, no speaker that can do this thing that Martin Samuel did to Fubara. But finally, Minister Wike had meeting with Security Service Chief pertaining the epidemic kidnapping in Abuja. And let me tell you one thing. We did that about 2 days ago. Our President Tinubu says that he thanked a former president of the country, Ben Buhari, that he did not intervene in his own cabinet. He didn't bring anybody. Now, how come about with Wike to bring people? Say, let this one work for Tubara, let this one do this, let this one do that. It's giving Wike parable. Say, don't intervene in Rivers State government anymore. That's my own concern. If this continue like this, the Rivers State will become another issue.
All right, Blessed.
To be moving forward. Economy of the state is not okay with
Thank you,
everybody.
Blessed. Your point has been made. Let's call out the numbers again for those who are listening and want to make contributions. 0817 923 0002. 0817 923 0002. You can also call 0817 923 0003. Again, 0817 923 0003 and 0817 923 0007. Any of those numbers to get across to us. Uche is in a chair. Good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
Good morning to you.
Let me look at opposition parties' protest over the screening and confirmation of resigned commissioners. To be honest, this morning, you can only find this in Governor Fubara's administration. And since 1999 till 2023, how many times have you seen opposition protesting for opposition? You will only see your political party protesting against another political party just to protect your party. I've not seen this since 1999. And this is because our governor has created a room for everybody to become his advisor. I once told us that any man with different opinions, he will come and advise you, he say yes. He will come and advise you, say yes. End up with pleasing his own conscience. Then assemblies warned Governor Singh over rejecting their letter and also asked the clerk to stop receiving and bringing Governor Singh's letter. Now you can see, Governor Singh, I have told you, sir, It is better to be bold and say, no, I can't do this, than to say, I will do this. At the end of the day, you're secretly doing a different thing at the back, creating unnecessary tension, leading to unnecessary crisis. It is too bad. Then group calling for the suspension and sack of youth council. Is it not long overdue? How many times have you seen Ihunwo defended or talk about issue of the youth? You will only see him in occasion regards to politics, insulting one leader or the other. Please, Ihunwo, either you resign or they should sack you. Good morning, I take over.
All right, Ucheken, thank you very much. Hamilton in Warfare, good morning.
Good morning.
You're welcome, Hamilton.
Yeah, I want to talk about Martins and Meule and his group. Yeah, they are acting as if they are outlaws. They were with the former governor in Rivers State for 8 years, and I strongly believe that 90% of them were with him. If not a few of them that just joined them, few of the family members that just joined them. Can they act the way they are acting when Wike was the governor of Rivers State? And to round it off, they are now saying that PDP had a crisis. Delta State, Bayelsa State, Edo State, Rivers State, and Akwa Ibom, I believe, were being ruled by PDP. Why is it that House of Assembly members in these various states refuse to defect? There is something more to this that they are doing. They should respect Rivers people and respect the governor. That's my stake. Then two again. Yesterday, Felix Ogua is saying that the ex-governor is the leader of the party. PDP constitution says if the governor defects, the minister becomes the leader of the party. He respects the governor, the current governor, and telling us that Wike is now his leader. How can Wike be leader of PDP when we have a governor, a sitting governor? They should do the needful. We need peace in this state. Thank you.
All right, Hamilton, thank you very much. Lugard is in the chair, 0817-923-0002. Lugard, good morning.
Yes, if you hear me, Andrew. Greetings from a chair to you.
All right, Lugard, good morning.
Yeah, I want to first of all thank Felix Ogua for his stand, despite the apology rendered to him by the former governor. He still maintains his position that he is supporting a sitting governor, that the former governor has ruled his 8 years, and now he is with him. I want to commend him. Opposition parties kicked against the screen of the 9 commissioners. For me, I'm among the opposition parties that are saying that the screening of those commissioners are illegal, and we are not going to accept it. Governor Simona Efobara, if you are the one who sent their names to the assembly, you are making a very big mistake. Rivers people are already behind you, so don't do anything that will make the people lose confidence in you or make the people to back you. Finally, on the issue of UST, my brother Andrew, what is happening there calls for serious concern. You know that I visited UST some days back to ascertain the development there or to know what is really happening in that school. I discovered that students are paying exorbitant fees. And I don't just understand what is really happening. A state-owned university that you pay benchmark fee, 150K, you pay PDF, 150K, you pay school fees, 109K, plus other fees. And if you calculate all, you'll be spending up to 1.something million in a state-owned university. And I look the environment, if it is conducive. Andrew, the UST is not conducive. You
all right,
see the old buildings, no rehabilitation, no maintenance. I was asking, what are they doing?
Get in touch with the management of the school and find out details of what this is all about. But the report has been coming in, and I also mentioned that I got someone who sent me certain details about the payment and all that is happening with regards to tuition and the rest in the school. So, yeah, we'll find out from the management and know what is happening. Stanley in Elelewon, good morning.
Yeah, Ifemi, good morning.
Good morning to you, Stanley.
Yes, I want to talk about the petition written against Chijioke by some youth bodies in Rivers State.
All right.
See, this petition is coming late to me because Chijioke has done so many damages to the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Rivers chapter, as far as I'm concerned. Because we youth, what we hear our fellow youth leaders or whatever talk, that's what we learn from them. What we learn from Chijioke, every day he comes on radio to insult leaders, playing politics of bitterness and all the rest. He no longer talk about the welfare of youth body. All he does these days now is to insult leaders from one AGA to the other. So what do we learn from him as youths of this state? There's nothing to learn from him. So I'm supporting those youth bodies, the youth bodies that wrote that petition against him. Chijioke should resign his position, or they should sack him. It's not overdue. For the issue of Rivers State House of Assembly, I keep saying it. Yesterday I said it on this platform that Right Honorable Martin Amaewhule remain the speaker because there's a court party, restraining anybody from declaring their seats vacant until those ex-party is vacated. Martins and his fellow House of Assembly members remain valid members of Rivers State House of Assembly, and they will continue to be making laws for us. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you, Stanley, for your contribution. We'll take Samuel and Cookie Gam, and then we get on to some messages. Let's start with Cookie Gam in Rumelumeni. Good morning, Cookie Gam.
Good morning.
All right, go ahead. Cookie Gam, we can't hear you clearly. Your voice is muffled. I don't know what the problem is. Perhaps your network. Oh, this is really bad. Cookie Gam, apologies, but we can't really hear you clearly. It's all muffled up. Let's go to Omerelu. Samuel is on the line. Good morning, Samuel.
Good morning, my brother. I want to react on the issue of FCT calling for emergency meeting on the security aspect of Abuja. I want to join a voice with him. Beg those bandits they should give peace a chance in the FCT. Let's see the handwork of their government for this time. Making that place uncomfortable is not a good one. Then coming to the high increase in the school fees of USC and other institutions in Rivers State, my brother, if you go to even ordinary College of Health here, everything is painful. Children are suffering. And the worst part, after suffering all this with high payment, when they come out, no employment. They should look into these things because it is no good. Okay, now look at 10,000 jobs up to now, no job. They have not employed people. They are still fighting one thing or the other. Government fighting government. Fighting governor. It is not a good one. They should employ children so that they can be able to train other people and that will take over the government in the future. And that's how I call from it. Thank you.
All right, Samuel, thank you. On WhatsApp, some messages here. This one says, good morning, Blessed Ola. Sent in this one, and he's saying, okay, I think we already took this one, Blessed from Alu. Kingsley Aboyo, if the statement as credited to Martin Amaewhule is found to be correct, that the governor sent the memo, then it calls for worry. River State is in a deep mess. Kingsley Aboyo. Vincent says, in your news bulletin, Amaewhule said they are working for the interests of Rivers people. That's a big lie. They are working for the interests of the FCT minister as far as I'm concerned. The resigned and re-screened commissioner nominees have, for me, and have no, shame, you say? Okay, at all. The House of Assembly cannot dictate or force the governor to accept the kangaroo nominees. And I think the most unfortunate thing here is that the minister who spoke against godfatherism now wants to practice it. Ned Aguma, You sent that message in on WhatsApp. Another person on WhatsApp, Fortune Wamate, says it is so unfortunate that armed robbery cases are fastly increasing in the state. Law enforcement agencies and the governor should act fast in tracking down the situations before they get worse. Womet from Ilele, thank you. Henry says Malian migrant caused Ibadan explosion due to illegal mining residents. Wonder shall never end, all the way from Mali to cause us loss of lives in this country. That shows that the Nigerian security apparatus is in a dilemma. Please, DSS, military, police, and other security agencies should gear up and do a thorough investigation to avoid any future recurrence. The messages are quite a lot. We would also take your messages on Facebook, but that would be after we return from this short commercial, and then. So keep the messages coming in on Facebook at Nigeria Info 92.3 PH. We'll be back. Stay tuned.
For more talk, news and sports, stay tuned to Nigeria Info.